Hi, welcome to Deep Science. The heart makes up about just 0.5% of the whole human body, but has a role to pump blood to all body parts. It is blood that powers all body cells, yet some are very far. Therefore, the heart should be successful in its function so as to sustain life. Let us see the parts of the heart and their functions. Number 1, right atrium. This muscular chamber receives blood from all body parts. That is to say, blood from the upper regions of the body, and that from the lower regions. This blood is low in oxygen. The right atrium pumps the de-oxygenated blood to the right ventricle. So, the second part of the heart is the right ventricle. The right ventricle also receives the blood and pumps it to the lungs to pick oxygen. Right ventricular contraction, or call it systole, pushes blood to the lungs, but blood may choose to instead go back into the atrium. In a healthy heart this cannot happen due to the presence of a good tricuspid valve. This brings us to part number 3, the right atrio-ventricular valve, also called tricuspid valve. It is made up of 3 parts: the cusps, papillary muscles, and Chordae tendineae. The cusps are 3, namely, anterior, posterior and septal cusps. Each cusp has a corresponding papillary muscle, which anchors it into the walls of the ventricle. The Chordae tendineae are much like those cords attaching on a parachute. They prevent separation and inversion of the cusps during systole. Another point of backflow of blood is that of the lungs back into the right ventricle. Pulmonary valve prevents this. Therefore, our fourth part is the pulmonary valve. It is made up of right, left and anterior cusps. Backflow of blood happens during diastole, or call it relaxation, so it closes. It opens during systole, or call it contraction, to let out the blood. Generally, the parts in the right chamber pump de-oxygenated blood to the lungs, which are just nearby, but true power lies in the left chamber. The left chamber is powerful enough to pump oxygen-rich blood to all parts of the body. This includes the heart itself, lungs, brain, stomach, and so on, until it reaches the toes. Let us go there and see. All the blood that was pumped to the lungs comes back, and it is received by the left atrium. That makes left atrium part number 5. It receives oxygenated blood and pumps it to the left ventricle. The left ventricle is that part of the heart that pumps oxygenated blood to all the body parts. It is coming in number 6. The red color is just an artistic representation of oxygen-rich blood, reserve the blue we have seen in the right chamber. Like the right side, the left side also has the one-way valve called mitral valve, also called bicuspid valve, also called left atrio-ventricular valve. It serves a similar function like the tricuspid valve, which is to prevent backward flow of blood from left ventricle into the left atrium during systole. This one has two cusps though, the posterior and anterior cusps. That is why it is at times called the bicuspid valve. Corresponding Chordae, tendineae and papillary muscles are also present here, doing the same work as we saw earlier in the right chambers. Part 8, Aortic valve. We have seen all over that the basic work of valves is to prevent backflow of blood, and the aortic valve is no different. Valves just differ in location and structure. In terms of structure, aortic valve is made up of right coronary, left coronary and non-coronary leaflets. So, those were the parts of the heart and their functions. The great blood vessels of the heart and its vasculature will be for another video. We are excited to take you through the story of life, therefore subscribe, like, comment and share with your friends. Have a nice time.